Hello everyone and welcome to another virtual pet video. In this video we're going to be starting up a new egg for both the springtime hatch and the LR44 hatch, and we'll also be looking at the other virtual pets that I'm raising at the moment. So first up, I still have MetalGreymon here. I fell asleep early last night and I didn't put him to bed, so he has at least one care mistake. So that should be okay for still getting to WarGreymon if I have the win percentage, which I do, and the battles, but there's also the chance of luck. So if I'm lucky, I still have WarGreymon, but I can't get any more care mistakes. So I have to make sure that I look after him and he has all the battles, and if I'm lucky, I shall get an evolution later on today. I have the Geordie Tamagotchi still, which I'm learning is a little bit different from the other, the nano collaborations, which means that instead of having evolutions and different paths that it goes down, it's just a different end screen. There are two end screens, there's employed or there's unemployed. So the growth chart isn't as vast as the other nano collaborations, but it's still fairly cute. It's just this character, and there aren't any other characters that you can get. You just get a result. So it's more like a game rather than a virtual pet that goes different pathways. You still have to look after it, but it doesn't have the evolution paths. But I'm more on that when I cover it for the upcoming review video. Then, of course, I have my Pendulum 4.5, and I'll be hatching this for the Australian Tamers Discord server hatch, which is the springtime hatch, as well as the LR44 hatch, because it's got LR44s, so it counts for this hatch. You'll also notice this is the terribly stripped screw that is in there, that has been there since I bought it. So I have to take in order to put the batteries in, I have to actually take off the shell itself, which is not so fun, but worth it because the 4.5 is probably my favourite Pendulum original. So let's get that started. What is the time? It is, and I can't check the time because my Fitbit has decided to give me notifications. It's just on 9 o'clock. Or just before 9 o'clock, but let's set it to 9 o'clock, because I'm lazy. And then we'll shake it. Apparently you need to shake it 100 times in order to get the extra 10% bonus of the chance to get the evolution to perfect. So I have to shake it 100 times. I'm not counting. I'm not going to count to 100. I assure you I can count that high, but I think it would just be annoying. And plus, I'm shaking it. I'm just assuming that I will have 100 at some point. And yeah, I did shake this egg when I first hatched the Pendulum 0. And I'm hoping that I get the evolution to WarGreymon. But if not, there's always next time. I'm still pretty pleased with myself that I got MetalGreymon, since I've had some pretty bad luck with the Pendulum originals lately. I haven't actually had an evolution to perfect that's natural and not just a jogress for about a year. So this one's pretty good. Now there we are. And here's our hatch. And there is our baby. So I will be aiming for the usual boring Palmon, Togemon, Lilymon, Rosemon this time, as I always do. And I've mentioned this every time I start up my 4.5, but this button fast forwards through the time, and I haven't removed that mod. The person who had this pendulum before me put that mod on, but I don't really trust myself opening up completely to remove that mod, so I just sort of leave it there and I don't press the C button. But yeah, you can barely see the screen because of the light situation, and also the D1 background is always a little bit harder to see as opposed to the non-D1 versions, so the non-0.5 versions. But yeah, so there's our baby, and this is what I'm currently raising. If you can see all of them in one shot, that'll be a challenge, but approximately, there we go. There are the babies that I'm currently raising. And of course, there's the Manaphy egg, which I mentioned in my last video. But yes, feel free, as I mentioned in my last DigiDiary video, to start up a spring device with me. Any spring themed-ish virtual pet, so that's bugs, small animals, I don't know why I was about to say insects, because I already said bugs, so insects or bugs, they count the same as each other, and also flowers, so anything vaguely spring themed, or shells that might be spring themed, so shells with flowers on them. So anything vaguely spring themed, feel free to hatch them with me, and let me know what you're hatching in the comments. If it says comments are disabled on this video, it is because YouTube, I guess, has this bug that every so often it'll just disable the comments on my latest videos. It's really annoying. It requires me to check back several times a day on a video if it has comments or not. Sometimes it'll have like one comment and then I'll check back an hour later and it'll have 0 comments because it's been disabled. But if I re-enable them, that comment returns. So it's kind of annoying. I have reached out to YouTube about it. I've heard other people have this issue. And yeah, it's really, really annoying. So it seems that if someone comments, it decreases the chance of it happening. But if no one comments, it just sort of, it will happen continuously until I get lots of comments. So basically what I'm saying is please comment on these videos, because otherwise YouTube for some reason decides to disable the comments. It's really quite annoying. And as I said, I've reached out to YouTube and I've let them know that it is an issue, and it's just continuous, and it's not because of any setting I have. So it's really annoying. And Googling found no responses. So yeah, what am I to do? I guess just continue to hope that it'll be fixed. But anyway, so that's what I'm running at the moment. Aiming for Palmon here, hopefully get Wargreymon here, and I guess for the Geordie Tamagotchi, hoping that my Geordie gets employed. But anyway, that's it for this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!